The howl of the wolf tide still echoed in his bones. The knight sat alone on a moss-covered boulder in a blood-splattered glade, surrounded by the bodies of wolves. He held his great sword across his lap, wiping the blade with a worn cloth. Wincing, pain from the fight still lingered. Looking up at the darkening sky, he scanned the growing gloom. Light mist swirled between the tree trunks. The temperature was dropping. Dusk was falling, and with it, the warmth of the day. He needed shelter before the true dark descended. He rose to his feet, armor clanking softly. Standing tall, he cast one last glance across the glade, his eyes sweeping the tree line. Weary, but alert. The memory clawed at him as he walked. He pushed deeper into the forest, branches scraping against his armor. Just hours ago, they'd numbered 12 strong. Warriors. Brothers. Then came the howling, a sound that made the trees tremble. The wolf tide wasn't a pack. It was a plague. Hundreds, maybe thousands, flooding through the forest like a grey nightmare. He could still see it. His captain, dragged screaming into the darkness. The young squire, brought down by a dozen sets of jaws. Steel and courage meant nothing against those numbers. The line had broken. Chaos. He pushed deeper, searching for shelter. His boots crunched on dead leaves. Then he heard something. A faint sound. A crackle of twigs. A soft thump in the distance. He stopped, frozen. Something was out there. Something alive. His hand moved to his blade. He drew his great sword slowly, the blade whispering from its sheath. Moving with practiced silence despite his heavy armor, he crept toward the source. The forest grew thicker. Ancient vines hung like ropes. He reached a small clearing. Empty. Whatever had made the noise was gone. But his eyes caught something. A footprint pressed into the damp earth. Fresh. Small. 4 clawed toes. Too small for a wolf, but not swift enough to hide its trail. He stared at it for a long moment. Then his eyes lifted, following the trail leading deeper. The trail led him through increasingly dense undergrowth. The forest changed around him. The air grew colder, heavier. Ancient trees loomed overhead, blocking out the light. This place felt different. Wrong. The footprints led to a wall, a massive barrier of interwoven thorns and gnarled roots. Black thorns jutted from twisted vines. The footprints disappeared into the darkness beyond. He stepped forward. His gauntleted hands gripped the vines. Thorns bit at his armor. He pulled, pushed, forcing his way through, forcing his body through the narrow gap. He emerged into a clearing, small, naturally enclosed. Heavy mist drifted across the ground, and before him, nestled among the trees, lay a hidden settlement. He could see dark entrances and movement, small figures. 3, maybe 4 feet tall, hunched. Goblins. It was a goblin camp, hidden, secret, alive with quiet, purposeful activity. He stood at the edge, observing. They hadn't seen him yet. He could only hope the others hadn't run into this.